Welcome everyone to Socorro Hills and to Cheese League Baseball for game number 50 as the Feudin'Fowls take on the Warblers. Today the Fowls have Buzz Rice on the hill and the Warblers have Ian Duke. Louis Huber, leadoff hitter here for the Fowls. Looks at ball one from Duke. That's grounded to Watson for the first out. Kellen Moran's shortstop steps in. See, Duke sports a cut fastball, four-seamer, slider, and a curve. A little higher in the velocity than on junk and accuracy, but we'll see how that plays out today. Strike there, 93 on the gun. That one's hit quite well and drops in for a base hit. Moran's on with the one-out hit as Taylor Schmidt, the third baseman, steps in. Looks at ball one. The Fowls are 3-2 on the season. The Warblers are 2-4. 2-1 now to Schmidt. And the 3-1, good hitters count here for Schmidt. Looks at strike two. Maybe had her guessing there. That one's popped up. Should be no issue. Duke takes it himself. That's out number two. Lucy Taverna, second baseman, comes in. Fouls that one off. You get a good look there at the all-dirt infield here at Socorro Hills. The only field, I do believe, in the Cheese League with that all-dirt infield. And she strikes out for the third out. And we go now to the bottom of the first. Warblers coming up to bat. Gray Rose, the DH, leads it off for the Warblers. The 1-1 now. Rice is a little bit more of a velocity guy. Pretty good on the junk meter, lower on accuracy, four-seamer, cutter, and so he walks. Leadoff walk is never a good thing. Not very good speed on the bases for the Warblers, but that brings up Judy Charles here. Four-seamer, cutter, slider, and curveball. So pretty much the same pitch selection. That one's hit quite well. Carrying. Does that get into the Zen Garden? No, it doesn't. Lester's there to track it down. It's a long out there, folks. A long first out of the inning. Marlon Johns comes in now. As I was saying, it's pretty much the same pitch selection, just a different look. Rice is a lefty, as Duke is a righty. That one's hit up the middle. And the Warblers have 2 on and 1 out, with Kenna Watson up. Second baseman today. Hits that one high, but foul. Tough out is activated. Okay speed on the bases, I suppose, all around for the Warblers. That's out number 2. Runners advance to second and third. And now Holloway steps in. With runners in scoring position. 2 outs. Bottom of the first. Ball 3, that looked like a good pitch to me. And there's a strike on the outside part of the plate. 3-1 now to Holloway. That one's ripped down the right field line into the corner. 1 run scores, 2 run scores. Holloway's in there with a 2-out, 2-run double. Barneswell steps in now, right fielder today for the Warblers. Ooh, and he brushes him back off the plate. Rice not too happy with himself, maybe taking it out on the Warblers batters. That one's hit up the middle. Let's see if Holloway goes home, and he does. Play at the plate now, and it's cut off by Slow. They actually might have had a play there if Slow did not cut that off. Nonetheless, the Warblers take a 3-0 lead. And very good speed on the bases now. Stub Barnett comes in. First baseman today for the Warblers. Warblers fans pretty excited. They've had a rough start to their season. You see them wearing their trademark. Ooh, that one's in the dirt. Knocked down a little bit by Slow and recovers. He's fouled off. Warblers fans in their trademark teal or aqua. I guess it's teal. That one's popped up to Moran for out number 3. So the Warblers strike first. They lead at 3-0 as we go here in the top of the second. Oliver Hanna, DH for the Fowls. You realize that we have two birds here today, so this is the Battle of the Birds. That's popped out to Charles for out number 1. Marcos Lester steps in. Having a very good start to his season. 563 average, 1 homer, 6 ribbies. And popped up. Duke will take that himself for out number 2. Rod Slow now. First baseman steps in. That one's fouled away. Hit very well. And into the Zen Garden. Home run. 455-foot shot. Rod Slow's first homer of the year, second RBI. And the Fowls are on the board.
Number 13.
Rake Navarro comes in, the catcher. Now the Warblers still lead 3-1. That big 455-foot jack there from Slow. That one's popped up, and Barnett takes it for out number 3. So the Fowls get one back as we go to the bottom of the second. 8-9-1 coming up for the Warblers. Bertram Fields, catcher, his first at-bat of the season. And he pops that one up into left field, and should be no issue. And it's not for Huber. It's out number 1. Riplin, the left fielder, steps in. That one crosses up the catcher a little bit. Strike 1. Ooh, good breaking ball there. That one's popped up, and should be no issue for Schmidt there at third, and it's not. So 2 outs, top of the order up, Ray Rose. I believe he walked his first time up. The 1-1 now to Rose. And fouled away. Popped up. Very high pop up. Rice is going to take this himself for out number 3. So on to the top of the third. 3-1. Warblers lead it with 9-1 and 2 coming up for the Fowls. Roth steps in, pops this one up. Change of camera angle there for you. That was right at home plate. Brings up Louis Huber, 0 for 1 today. That one's hit quite well. I think he just got under it though, and he did, as Johns is there to track it down for out number 2. Kellen Moran comes in. 1 for 1 today with the single. Ball outside. Low ball 2. 2-0 now. And there's a strike. Big looping curveball. That's over to Charles. Across the diamond for out number 3. So the Fowls unable to score in the top half. Let's see what the Warblers can do here in the bottom half as Judy Charles comes in. Grounds at 1 to Taverna for out number 1. Marlon Johns, 1 for 1 today. High ball. That one's grounded to Moran for out number 2. As Kenneth Watson steps in. 41 pitches already for Rice. So struggling a little bit here in the bottom of the third.
Ball
And
inside.
I think we're going to see the Fowls bullpen sooner than later. That one's grounded to Schmidt. Across the diamond for out number 3. Well, maybe a couple more quick innings like that would do Rice some good, that's for sure.
Now batting, the third
Taylor
baseman,
Schmidt steps in,
number
0 for 1 today. Fowls faithful third baseman. That one's, oh, nice diving catch there by Johns at center field for out number 1.
Number 28. That's outside.
So 1 out, Taverna comes in, and she flies out to Barnett at first.
The designated hitter, number 7.
Hannah steps in now, 0 for 1 as well today.
Ball high.
And that one crosses up the catcher.
Strike.
And 1-1 now.
Strike.
Nice little breaking ball there. That one's again to Barnett. Snags it for out number 3. Couple of quick innings now. As we go to the bottom of the 4th. 5, 6, and 7 hitters up for the Warblers.
Batting, the shortstop, number 38.
Bull Holloway.
Inside. That's inside.
That one's ripped. Fair ball into the left field corner. Holloway is going to be there with a stand-up double. I believe that's his second double of the day.
Now batting, the right. Now
Barneswell comes in. And, oh, we're going to have a pinch runner for Holloway. Holloway was injured with a pulled hamstring. That's not good.
No.
And only in his second at-bat of the season. That's a bummer.
That's up.
So 3-0 now to Barneswell.
Strike.
3-1.
Take your base.
And he's walked. So Barneswell's walked. Pinch runner on second.
Now batting,
That brings in Stub Barnett. He's 0 for 1 today.
53.
Very good speed on the bases for the Warblers.
Ball inside.
And almost had him swinging there, but it's 2-0.
Right.
And gets him swinging on the high cheese. That's hit into center field. They send the runner home. Play at the plate. Cut off again by Slow.
Now batting, the catcher.
So the Warblers get another run here. And there could have been a play at the plate there. I don't know. Bertram Fields comes in now.
No.
Catcher 0 for 1.
Strike.
And he shows bunt, pulls it back. That one's popped up. Mile high. 2-2. And now the 3-2 to Fields. And he's walked. So the bases are juiced
Now batting,
as Rip Lynn steps in.
number 90.
With the bases loaded, no outs here in the bottom of the 4th. And he swings through that one. Strike 1. That's in the dirt, but good block behind the plate.
That's inside.
Ooh, that looked like a good pitch.
That's down.
3-1 now to Lynn.
Strike.
And strike 1, or strike 2, I apologize.
Right.
And he swings through that one for the first out.
Now batting, the
So now top of the order, Gray Rose up 0 for 1 with the walk today. Base is still loaded, 1 out, bottom of the 4th.
low.
And you can see Rice's accuracy meter is dipped down and velocity quite a bit, so he's feeling very tense here. I'd be surprised if he lasts any more batters. That one is hit quite well. That is going. Oh, off the top of the wall. It's a 2-out double off the top of the wall.
Now pitching, number 44.
And Arcane Melton comes in. The Warblers are only able to score 1 there. Bases remain loaded. I apologize, there's only 1 out. I thought there was 2 outs, but there's 1 out. That one's hit quite well. And just under that one. Lester puts it away. Runner's tag, comes home. Runner goes to third. So Marlon Johns comes in, 1 for 2 today with a single. Warblers have a 6-1 lead. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. That one's hit. And off the glove, Dive Moran. McKenna Watson now 0 for 2 today. 7-1 Warblers. And that's popped up into shallow left field. Let's see if somebody can track it down. And Huber does for out number 3. So the Warblers get 4 insurance runs. Lots of insurance in the bottom half of the inning. And Marcos Lester comes in as Booth is now at shortstop, that defensive replacement for the injury. The 2-1 to Lester. So with a comfortable lead here, ooh, Duke walks him. So Lester's on with a walk. And Rod Slow comes in 1 for 1 today with a homer. That's grounded. Let's see if they can turn 2 to Booth. To Barnett for the double play. Rick Navarro steps in, still looking for his first hit of the season. Still some holdouts across the Cheese League are really struggling to get things going. That one's grounded to Booth across the diamond for out number 3. So a quick inning, and 5, 6, and 7 now up for the Warblers. Duke was looking locked in as well with that comfortable lead. Melton we've seen quite a few times so far this season out of the Fowls bullpen. And 2-1 now to Booth. This is her first at-bat of the year. And Whiffer's activated. Not a very big contact hitter. Swings at strikes 3, the throw down to first for the out. Barneswell steps in, 1 for 1. Single, walk, and a ribby today. And that's grounded to Taverna for out number 2. Barnett, 1 for 2. Single and a ribby today. Specialist is activated for Melton. Must be a lefty specialist. That one's popped up. Let's see who snags that. Is it going to be Huber or no, it's Moran for out number 3. So a quick inning here. And the Fowls have 9, 1, and 2 coming up. On the top of the 6th. David Roth 0 for 1. See Duke locked in, just crossing the 50 pitch mark. That one's hitting the gap, drops in, and he's going for 2. Let's see the play. Oh, and he makes it. Wow. I thought that play at second would be a lot closer than it was. Louis Huber comes in now with a runner of very good speed on second for the Fowls. That one is hit to center. Johns puts it away. Runner's unable to advance. So 1 out, Moran steps in. 1 for 2. Again, good speed on the bases for the Fowls. As Duke now 55 pitches. Stats have gone down a little bit, but still looking very locked in. The 1-2 now. And the 2-2 to Moran. And strikes him out. Good breaking pitch on the inside part of the plate. That brings up Schmidt, who's 0 for 2 today.
That's inside.
The Warblers would really like this win in front of their home crowd. That one is popped up. And it looks like Watson's there to track it down. Out number 3. Going now to the bottom of the 6th. 8, 9, and 1 up for the Warblers. And Humphrey comes in relief of Melton. That one's hit a mile high. Should be no issue for Moran, and it's not. Out number 1. And that brings up Rip Lynn, number 9 hitter. He's 0 for today. This seems to be the bullpen path for the Fowls. We've seen Melton come in relief, and then Humphrey follow right behind her. So that one's hit into the gap in right center. That should be extra bases. And it is. So a 1-out double. And that brings up Gray Rose and the top of the order for the Warblers. That one sneaks. Oh, he bobbles it. Rod Slow bobbles it. Recovers. Throws the Humphrey for out number 2. Runner advances the 3rd as Judy Charles comes in. And that one snagged there by Taverna. Out number 3. We go now to the top of the 7th. 4, 5, and 6 up for the Fowls.
The second baseman. Now in the game.
And Nico McLongthrob, the everyday catcher for the Warblers, comes in.
Strike.
Thought he might get the day off, but not so much.
Foul ball.
So 0-2 now to Taverna. She pops that one up, and it should be no issue there for Barnett. So out number 1 as Hannah comes in. He's 0 for 2. That's grounded to Watson for out number 2. So Fowls now down to their final out
Number 57.
to make something happen here with 2 outs.
Off the plate.
Lester steps in. That one's popped up. And Booth puts it away for out number 3. And that's it. That's the ball game, folks. Warblers win. Kind of an ugly game there. A couple of big innings. You can see the big, well, the 3-run first and then the big 4-run bottom of the 4th for the Warblers that really sealed the deal. 1-3-0 for the Fowls, 7-8-0 for the Warblers. They get the win in front of their home crowd here at Socorro Hills. See, big hits. On the Fowl side, the only big hit was that home run by Slow. And lots of production. No homers on the Warbler side, but lots and lots of production. Definitely Holloway had a good game before he's taken out for an injury. Yeah, Johns had a good game. Some standouts there, for sure. So Ian Duke gets the complete game win. Gives up 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. And Buzz Rice gets the loss. His ERA is 12.1. So he has a save as well this year. I just realized that. I remember that game from earlier this season. And there are top 3 players. Bull Holloway, like I just said, 2 for 2, 2 doubles, 2 ribbies in a run. Ian Duke gets the shout out, the complete game. And Rod Slow also gets a nod there from the Fowls. 1 for 2 with his homer, RBI, and a run. That'll do it here for us, folks. Game number 30 of Cheese League Baseball, and the Warblers win. Have a good one. Bye.